What is going on, guys? I am finally back. It took 2 months for my new computer to come in. My old one crashed like a day after I posted my last video. So I've been computerless for 2 months, so I couldn't make videos, but I am back and I'm going to be making as many as I can to kind of catch up for lost times. And then I'm probably going to slow down at some point to 1 or 2 videos a week just to make sure I don't get bored of it. I'm having a lot of fun making these, so I'm going to keep doing them as long as I can. Um, so for this video, it's going to be really short. I'm actually going to just go over comments from um, past videos and kind of go into detail and just kind of do it a little bit free form here because I haven't been on for so long. So I'm going to catch up on all the questions that I haven't answered. There's a couple random questions from people that are asking me how to fix their game not opening issue. I'm not a developer. I'm not sponsored by this game in any way. I've the best place that you're going to be able to go is this little person icon over here, and you can contact the game development team. Their customer support is in here, so if you have issues with that, then I recommend going there. So first one that I'm going to go into is on my UAV video. It looks like Red Specialty, so thank you for commenting on the video. He was asking about a little bit more clarification on how the UAV system works. So he said he was confused. You need a 1, 2, and 3 to get the set buffs, or can they all be ones? So since I actually made that video, a new feature, this happened in the past couple updates, that when you click on UAV, it actually goes to a different screen like this. So this video is going to be a little different because the setup or the way that it's shown is a little different. It's actually way more helpful and way more user friendly. So the way that the UAV set bonuses work, this lays it out a little better. See how there's L1, so L1, L2, L3, R1, R2, R3. You need each one of these unique ones. See how they're all lit up, but on this one on wing long down here, they're not lit up, other than R3, because I have an R3 wing long. This shows you like it's a visual representation of which ones you have and which ones you don't, almost like a collector's display case. So like I have L2 and R1 of claw without looking through each one of them because they all kind of look the same and small on a phone. But on a computer, it's a lot bigger. So it tells you what their 6 UAV effect is, and that was kind of what I was going for in my UAV video. So for example, so these are probably the most 2 common ones that people use. I've seen people use Charge really effectively and Rainbow really effectively as well. Sky Guardian I've seen used a little bit, and so same with Gray Eagle, but those are very specific cases. Like Sky Guardian I'm going to go back to these 2. So Raider is probably the most commonly used one. What the 6 UAV effect is if you have all of these unique ones. So Red Specialty, when you asked, or can they all be 1? No, you do need the 1, 2, and 3 L, and you need the 1, 2, and 3 R. However, you don't need to, they just all need to be on the 3 planes that are on your carrier. The order that they're on doesn't matter, but you do need all 6 unique UAVs to get the 6 UAV effect bonus. There is a 2 effect bonus and a 4 effect bonus up here that you guys can see. So with 2 of them, 2 of Raider UAVs, you get a 2% aircraft attack buff. With 4, you get an additional 6% for a total of 8%. And if you have all 6, you get every time, and this is it shows you by default the level 20 bonus. Mine are only level 1, so my bonus is not 23%. My bonus is the level 1 bonus. It's 5%. So every time after your aircraft attacks, so like if you're looking at a fight or like a battle report from like you hitting a pirate, when your plane goes and attacks, there's at level 20, there's a 23% chance for that to attack again. This effect, this specific percentage effect, is not affected by boost morale. I have tested this. I was praying that it didn't work like that. Because if you could get 200% boost morale on something and just guarantee that all of your planes attack over and over again, it would kind of break the game. So I'm glad that boost morale does not affect this. It maxes out at 23% chance. Now, that's still a really, really high percent chance of your plane attacking again. It's basically getting reload that you would get, like the reload buff that you would get for warships on your planes. So it's really beneficial for people that use aircraft to deal the majority of the damage in your setup. If you use warships, it doesn't really help you all that much. You can possibly use it on planes that have repair. So like the Tomcat, you wouldn't necessarily care about precise strike or the reload. But if Tomcat goes by twice and repairs your carriers twice, I could see that being affected or being useful. Or repairs your warships, I'm sorry, twice. I could see that being useful. I personally wouldn't use it. I think there's better options, but I can see use for it at some point. The best use that I've seen for it is actually, I'm going to make a whole nother video on this player. It's a player in server 430, I think. He's in the A New Dream Alliance ADR, and his name is Only Love. I already messaged him. I told him I was going to make a video on it. He's on board. So his setup is incredibly like ingenious, I think at least. And he uses this to the max potential that I could see, and it's not a expensive thing. So free players could potentially do it as well if they play right. But yeah, so I have what shows here. So like at the bottom, so L123, R123, you don't need like 6 R3s. You need one of each of these. The other ones that you have, so you can look at them and see what stats they have, because these are random, but you just basically pick the best one that you have and use that, and then feed all of the others into it to level them up. I'll make a whole nother video on how to level up UAVs as well. So yeah, for this one, and I guess the main thing that I'm actually going to show here is they don't need to be in any specific order. So when you're looking at your carrier, you can look at like your UAV set. All right, well, this is a bad example. So I actually have, if you look at the UAV set, so this is what's on my NH90, my Winter Blade, and my Tomcat. If you look, so this is like my actual UAVs that I use in battle. I use Phantom Ray because Lincoln is a dodge-based carrier. I use a warship setup, and I use dodge. Phantom Ray, the set bonus, gives you more dodge, up to 6 stacks per buff that is on your ship. So that's why I use this one specifically. This is a bad example of it, but I'll show you the correct example as well. These, the fact that these are lit up means that you're using or you're getting some set bonus from it, from that UAV. It doesn't tell you which one you get, but you get some set bonus from it. The order of my planes doesn't matter, in that notice my L3s are on my first plane, my L1s are on my ones are on the second plane, and my 2s are on my third plane. This number doesn't matter. You still get the set bonus. The other thing that doesn't matter is if this is L3 and I swap it for my L1, and then make sure that I put the other one back, my L3 on this. Notice how there's a 1, a 3, and a 1. This doesn't matter either. So you can swap these around based on what you want on that plane. So for example, on this, on my Tomcat, yeah, so like precise strike is a 75% trigger rate. I want to make sure that that happens more, so I actually use my boost morale one that has 35%, so 30% plus 5.7. I use that one on my Tomcat because I want to make sure that that one triggers. I want to make sure that the precise strike, I want to make sure that repair, and I want to make sure that reload triggers. So like I pick the UAV that I put on the plane based on the stats that the UAV gives me. Attack boost doesn't really do anything. If I get a better Phantom Ray L2, I'm going to replace this one. And I'll make a whole video, like I said, on replacing them and leveling them up. But yeah, you don't need L1 R1. You could be L1 R3, L3 R1, L2 R2. It doesn't matter what order they're on, but you have to have each of the unique ones on the 3 planes that are on your carrier. So if I remove the Tomcat and put it on a different carrier, I lose the 6 set buff. I still have these 4, but I lose it because it's on a different carrier. I hope that makes sense. So so they don't all have to be 1, but you do need each of the 3 unique ones to get the set buff of L and of R, and you need all 6 of them on the 3 planes to get the buff. And then another one actually specifically from Red Specialty again. Sorry, that ends my UAV rant, I guess. I'll make way more videos in depth because those can go. I can make an hour-long video just on UAVs. It's a really, really cool system. I am a huge fan of it. So Red Specialty again asked in another video. I said that if you saved up gold for a month, and this is I guess for free players, if you save up gold for a month, you could get about 100,000. And you can get something like a Nyax or a Helios at auction. And he said that they don't go for gold. They use gold chips. So it depends on how long your server has been up for, Red. So my server, those carriers, the Nyax, and it depends on the auction. Sometimes it'll go back and forth too. The only carrier, actually, out of all of the 6-star ones, the only carriers that I've never seen sold for gold is the Imperial and the Agaris. I mean, Hades and all the Evolution ones, obviously, too. But as far as the basic 6-stars, like Sky Carrier, Apocalypse, Nyax, Helios, all of the main ones, every single one of them at some point on my server, and my server's been around for less than a year, and every single one of them is sold for gold at some point. They don't always sell for gold, and sometimes they're not in it at all, but they do sell for gold occasionally. And the longer that your server is available, the more likelihood that those better carriers are going to be on it for gold instead of gold chips. So you don't have to buy. It just takes a while. It's a patience game. And as far as saving up 100,000 gold in a month, you probably can get pretty close to it if you spend a little bit. But for free players, assume that it's going to take you close to 2.5 to 3 months, because you get 1,000 gold per day, and then you sometimes get gold here and there for other events. So it'll probably take about 2 months to 2.5 months. But if you save up for the whole time, that's exactly what we have 2 players on my alliance, Ponk and Tactolite. They're incredible players for free to play. They haven't spent a single dime on this game at all, and they're in the top 5 strength wise in my alliance. They're super, super competitive. They just have this game down to a science. They're on for every world boss. They're on for every event. They hit pirates all day. Warships destroyed. They're both 3 and 4. I'm down here at 9. They haven't spent it. Neither one of them has spent anything on this game. They provide a lot of value to our team. So one of the spenders on our team, sometimes just because they're good teammates and good friends, will gift them the battle pass, and they're really good players, so they get the battle pass that way a lot. But that's all that they have. And they make sure that they max out the points every single day. They get to the 120 box, and everything that they've ever gotten, they all have a full 6-star setup and 6-star planes. Everything that they've gotten has come from the battle pass or just playing consistently. So you do not need to spend money to be a powerhouse player or be really competitive on your server. Anyway, so that I think is going to wrap up this video, this welcome back video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's only those main 2. I'm trying to see if I missed anything. I don't think so. I think I've replied to every comment I've gotten since then. Yeah, so I think that's it. And then just people that are saying that they're waiting for newer videos. They are coming back, I promise. So this is one I actually might make another one right after this. So as soon as I post this, I'll probably be recording another one. So I apologize for the wait, guys. I'm super excited to be making these videos again. I'm looking forward to it. So if you have any questions, message. I'll probably do a monthly one just like this, where I just answer questions that I haven't in another video. But anyway, thanks so much, guys. Have a good one.